Richard, you promised to set us straight on air filtration. What do you have for us?
Well, the most popular way that people heat or cool in North America is with a forced air system. The way that system works is it has a return air that comes back from the building. The air comes down to the base of the unit that has a blower in it. It pushes air up across the furnace section. That might be gas, it might be oil, maybe a heat pump.
Right.
The air also can go across a cooling coil where the air is cooled, and then the air is pushed out through ducts and registers.
You've described my exact system.
Right. Well, what can happen with these type of systems is we can take some of the contaminants, the allergens, the dust mites, the pet dander that's in a house and bring it back and then push it right back into the building, and that's not good for you or for the furnace.
All right, so two compelling reasons to have a good filter, but there are so many options out there. Any suggestions?
Before you go out to the aisle, first of all, there is particular sizes. Before you go, you should look at what you've got on your house. This would be the size 16 by 25 inches by 1 inch thick.
Right, okay.
Well, basic filtration is this. And I will tell you, this is so basic that if you can see through this filter, it's not worth anything. Just don't do it. And people buy them because they're so cheap, but they really don't filter anything out.
I mean, these things are probably less than $1 each, I think.
Absolutely.
All right, so no good there.
So what I'd like to see you go is to a larger surface area. And so these are pleated filters. And what you can see with the pleats, there's more surface area to filter the air inside here.
Because it's folded, and I guess if we unfolded this filter, it would actually be bigger than this rectangle.
Right, it would be way out here, but it fits in this frame that we're talking about.
More surface area, all right.
Now, a step up from this is another pleated filter, but what they've done is they've applied an electrostatic charge to this, and it makes the dirt particles stick to this filter media.
So that's going to grab more of that particulate matter and do more filtering.
That's right, and it's a little more pleated. You can see how much more dense the pleating is.
Sure, absolutely.
But sooner or later, these will get clogged, and they can really get dirty.
Yeah, we've got one right here, actually. That's kind of nasty. This isn't from your house,
No,
is
it's
it?
not.
I mean, look at all that.
This is the type of thing that you really have to make sure you maintain this, because if you don't, it's going to make the equipment work harder, and you can actually have the air conditioning freeze if it doesn't have enough air coming back through the unit.
Certainly not good for your system. And maintenance in this case is really throwing them out because these are disposable.
That's right. So, and if you get sick of disposing them, you can also look at this. This is a reusable electrostatic filter. The same electrostatic charge is applied. And when it gets dirty, you take it out, wash it with a hose, and then put it right back in.
Okay, so if I hear you correctly, it sounds like you're suggesting always go pleated and always opt for an electrostatic charge filter.
That's right, right. But if you're really thinking about high levels of filtration, I really want to talk to you about some of these units over here. These would be professionally installed. This would go down at the furnace unit, right where the return air comes back.
Sure.
And look at the size of this pleating. There's so much surface area in here that you're going to get high levels of filtration. It'll last a long time.
So very deeply. And what is the difference between the unit you're looking at right there and this unit out front?
Well, this is an electronic air cleaner. And so what happens is an electric charge in here applied to these plates.
Here, I'll take that back.
Okay.
Thanks.
And so when the air goes across these plates, the electric charge makes it attractant to the particles, and they stick right on these plates.
And you've told us before that we can put that in a dishwasher and clean it.
Right. This comes out, goes into the dishwasher, and you clean it.
All right, Richard. Well, thank you for setting us straight on air filtration.
All right.